everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I've got some more very neutral Valentine DIYs to share with you. Most of them you can leave up year round. So if you want to know how to make them, stick around. I'll show you how. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Right next up.
Okay, for this first one, I'm using one of the Dollar Tree styrofoam hearts. And I'm using some Valentine's napkins that I got at Dollar Tree as well. You're going to want to remove the back layer. And the easiest way to do that is put a piece of tape on it and then just peel it back. You only want to use the one ply on this. And I'm just going to tear these into small pieces, probably about maybe a 2" by 2" or even smaller than that. Just get them all tore apart so that you can just start gluing them on together. Okay, next I'm going to use some Mod Podge, and I'm just going to decoupage my napkin to my heart. And that way then you'll have all the little crevices filled in so that we can go on to the next step. And this really didn't take that long to do, but you definitely want to overlap the areas as you're putting this on. And then you want to do the front, the back, and the sides. Get it completely covered with the tissue paper or with the napkin. And then to kind of smooth it out, just take some plastic wrap and put on top of it. And that way you can hold it and touch it and smooth it out without the glue lifting up with your fingers. Otherwise, your fingers will stick to the napkin and it will lift. You don't want to do that. Just definitely use the plastic wrap because it works really good. And once you get your sections covered, you can use an embossing gun to kind of dry up the surfaces a little bit. Just don't concentrate on one spot because you don't want to melt your styrofoam. And next, we're going to take some white chalk paint and a sponge, and we are going to paint our heart. Now, you could use any napkin that you wanted to on this. I just had those napkins. That's why I used them. You don't have to use a Valentine's napkin on this because we are going to cover this up. The main purpose of the napkin is to go ahead and fill in the styrofoam so that it is a nice smooth surface for your next step. And I'm just going to sponge the entire thing with this white. And then you can see where you have all the little pieces that cover each other on the napkin. This gives it a little bit of definition because we are going to do something after this step that really changes it completely. Next, before that dries, I'm going to take an embossing gun. You can use a blow dryer on this too, but you are going to spend some time kind of heating this up and it will give it the crackle effect. So don't concentrate in one place in any length of time because you don't want to melt the styrofoam, but you do want to continue to do this until you have a nice crackle effect on your paint. And you can see how this is cracking pretty good. And I'm going to do both sides of this and the sides. And don't worry about your napkin bleeding through. We're going to be covering all that up here in a second. Okay, next I'm going to take some Waverly Antique Wax and a soft rag, and I'm going to rub this all over this. This is going to give it a leather look once you get finished doing this. Just kind of blend it in real good. Just going to take some time on this part and make sure that you get into all the little crevices and the little cracks. And then I switched over to a sponge brush. It worked a little bit better. And I am putting a couple of coats on this to get it a little bit darker. And this really is a nice rustic piece, and you can leave this one up year round as well. And next, to decorate this up a little bit, I'm just using some upholstery tacks, and I'm just going to push it around the curve right here, go all the way around the curve. Then we're going to lift them back up because we are going to paint them. Just kind of lift them out a little bit, and then we're going to do the same thing on the bottom edge of the heart as well. And then we're going to turn it around to the bottom part, and we're going to put several of them down the side. And then we're going to lift those up as well. You just want to make sure that you lift them up so you don't get any kind of paint onto the heart itself. Instead of painting these, I'm going to use some of the ebony rub and buff, and I'm just going to take a soft towel and just rub these on. And I'm going to do all of them exactly the same color, and then once you do this, just let this dry real good, then we'll push them on in and glue them in. This just kind of dulled down the brass look of those tacks. And if you don't have the rub and buff, you can just paint those with some black paint. Once those have dried, you're just going to put a little spot of glue underneath each one of them and then just push your tacks on down, and that'll secure them into your heart. And you could decorate these up a lot more if you want to. I'm just kind of making mine a little bit simple. And that was pretty much it. I thought that turned out so cute. Let me know what you think. Okay, next I've given you the pattern for these hearts in the description below. You just download them and cut them out. And I'm just going to cut one of the hearts out and I'm going to trace it onto some cardboard. And I'm going to cut quite a few of these. And I'm going to use a total of 9 of these on my project. And I'm just cutting this out of an Amazon box lid. So any kind of cardboard that you have, you can cut this out. And then to cut these out, I'm just using some cardboard scissors. I'll give you the link for these in the description below. They work really good for cardboard. And don't worry if you bend your heart a little bit or anything like that. You'll never see it. Just kind of get them cut out the best you can. But these cardboard scissors really do help keep your cardboard from bending. Once you get them all cut out, we're just going to take some tape and we're going to tape our yarn to the back of a heart. Now I'm just using some tan colored yarn and I'm going to use some white. So I'm going to mix the two up together. And all you're going to do is just start wrapping it around your heart, just different directions until it's completely covered. And if you use the tan colored yarn, it really works good because it kind of blends in with the cardboard and it covers it up pretty quick. You could use jute twine as well. That would work just as good. But just kind of take your time going around. You don't want to concentrate in the same place because you do want the lines all to be a little bit different as you're going. And I'm going to kind of go fast on this so you can see what I'm doing. But this really didn't take that long to do. I think I got all 9 of mine done in about 30 minutes. But you just want to keep going until you don't have any cardboard showing. And then when you get to the end, just cut your yarn off. And then I'm just taking a little plastic needle and I'm going to run my yarn through the back of my heart a couple of times. This way it'll secure it. You want to make sure that you are pulling it tight. Just run it right through some of those threads and then run it back through again. And then I'm doing all my hearts exactly the same way. I'm mixing it up with the tan and the white. Next, I got this tray at Dollar Tree, and I'm going to spray paint the front and the back with a metallic oil rub bronze paint. And then I'm going to take my tray to display the hearts that I just did, and I'm going to put 2 tan hearts and 1 white heart in each one of the hearts. And then I'm going to add some little greenery. I had this little plant I'm just pulling the greenery off of. And I'm just going to put 3 little sprigs in each one of the little hearts. I think this turned out so cute. Let me know what you think in the comments. This is just something simple. It's just some little basket filler. And it really turned out cute. And you could put those in a little basket if you want to, if you can't find one of these trays. But they just got these at Dollar Tree because I just picked this one up. All right, that was pretty much it. Look how cute that is. Okay, next I'm taking one of the Dollar Tree signs and I'm going to remove the Happy Valentine's Day. And I was going to remove all the paper too, but it was not going to tear off very easily. So I stopped on that part and I'll show you what I'm going to do next. Okay, next I'm going to take some of the Dollar Tree wallpaper and I'm just going to measure the inside of my sign and then I'm going to cut it to fit into the inside of this sign. And you might have to cut it a couple of times. I mean, you start off a little bit big and then you can kind of trim it as you go. Because my first one I did cut it too short. Okay, next I'm going to paint my frame. I'm using some white chalk paint. I'm going to paint the inside, edge, the outside, all of it. And I am going to paint the back as well. Now this did take several coats because that red kept bleeding through. But just continue to cover it up until you have it completely white. Or whatever color you want to make it. For my last coat, I just came in with a large paintbrush just to kind of smooth it completely out. But you want to get inside the frame as well so that when we put our paper in, you don't see any of that sign. Okay, while it's drying, I gave you the snowman pattern in the description below. You're just going to download it and cut it out. And then we're going to cut it out of cardboard. So I'm just going to kind of trace it onto my cardboard. Then I'm going to use an X-Acto knife to cut this out. This was the easiest way because there's so many curves. And I'll give you the link for this X-Acto knife. It's really a good one and it's real sharp. And then I'm just going to paint this with some white acrylic paint. And I'm going to paint the front and I'm going to paint the sides as well. And it took a couple of coats to get this completely covered. Next, I'm going to go attach my wallpaper to my sign. Just peel it off and then really spend some time trying to really line this up good. Starting at the top and then just start smoothing it out. And I am going to come back in with a little brayer and roll it just to make sure that I get everything pretty smooth. So I'm going to take some Fast and Final spackling, and I'm just going to fill in all the little holes on the side of my cardboard. Now, if you want to just put a piece of tape around the side of it or a piece of paper and glue it on, you can do that. But this worked pretty good, and then you just want to set this aside and let it dry really well. That way you have a nice smooth edge on the side and you don't have the roughness of the cardboard. And then I figured out it was just a little bit easier just to use your finger to smooth this in. So I got these wooden hearts at Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to paint those with a white acrylic paint. And I'm using several different ones, and I'm using 2 different sizes. And then I also got these 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch cubes at Dollar Tree, and I'm going to use 2 of those, and I'm going to paint those white as well. You can use any kind of hearts that you want to. You could even use the felt hearts that they have at Hobby Lobby or even the Dollar Tree. And I'm taking a small decorative heart and I'm going to paint it with a gray paint. This is going to be a contrast on our snowman, so you want to make sure that you paint it a different color. And you could use red if you wanted to. Next, I'm going to take some orange craft foam and I'm just going to cut a snowman nose. And I'm just kind of swiggling it on the side, just kind of make it a little bit uneven. Just make sure it does have a point at the top. To give it a little depth, I'm just going to take some of the Tim Holtz Distressing ink and I'm just going to go all the way around the edges. Now I'm also going to go all the way around the edges of the snowman so that he does kind of set off of the sign once I put him on. So just go all the way around the edges just to kind of give him a little bit of color. And you don't have to put a lot on this. This just really kind of makes it set off the sign once you do put it on there. Next, I'm just going to position the nose right here, and then I'm going to take some of the Distressing ink in the lipstick color, and I'm just going to make some little rosy cheeks with it. Next, for his mouth, I'm just using a little stylus. It has kind of a round ball on the tip of it, dipping it into my black paint just to make his mouth. And you could do this with the end of a paintbrush as well, if you have like a small paintbrush. Next, to make a scarf, I'm just taking an old napkin that I have, and I'm just cutting a strip off of this. And I'm just cutting like about a 1-inch strip. And then on the raw edge, I'm just going to take some glue, fold this over so I have a nice finished seam all the way across. This will just kind of make it match the other side because it already was hemmed up. I'm just going to wrap it around the neck of the snowman, tie it into a little knot on the side. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of glue underneath the neck area just to kind of hold it in place. And then I'll take the 2 flaps of the scarf and glue those down. Just kind of get it centered on there so it is across his neck, and then add a little bit of glue. And then pull your 2 flaps down and just glue those together. Okay, next for the heart that I painted gray, I'm just going to glue it right onto the body of my snowman. This kind of gave it a nice contrast. Okay, next I'm going to take my 2 little blocks and I'm just going to glue them right to the back of my snowman to kind of lift him up off of my sign. This just kind of gave it a little bit more dimension. And next I'm just going to kind of mock up my hearts a little bit, see exactly how I want to put them. And then I'm going to grab a couple of sticks for his arms and just glue those right to his body. These are just some little sticks I got at Hobby Lobby. And you can actually go out into your yard and pick up some sticks. That would be cute too. And just kind of put them where they're facing upward. And then I'm just going to start gluing my hearts down, which is some hot glue. You could actually put some dimension on these if you wanted to. Maybe some glue dots to kind of lift them up a little bit. That would be cute too. And this was a super simple project. I think this turned out so cute. Let me know what you think in the comments. And I'm just going to go ahead and glue my snowman right down in the center. This next one, I'm using one of the hearts from the Dollar Tree. I'm just going to remove all the tags, and then I am going to start scraping the top part off. Now, they have several layers on here when you're starting to do this. You can kind of spritz it with some water to kind of help it go a little bit easier. But if you just keep going, you'll get all the way down to the MDF board. Right now, you're going to start scraping off cardboard, and you're going to think that the whole thing has cardboard all the way through, but hang in there, keep going, and you will get down to the smooth MDF level. And to completely smooth it out, I'm just taking a little sanding pad and I'm just going to sand it until it is smooth. And this way you'll have it all the same color. You're just going to get all the rest of that cardboard off of there. Next, I'm going to use some white chalk paint, and I'm just going to give this a good coat of paint. I end up painting this 2 coats, and I'm just going to do the top and the sides right now. I'm not going to do the bottom yet. Next, I'm using about a 1 1/4 inch long bead, and I'm just going to attach these to the bottom with some wood glue. That's why I didn't paint the bottom first. You want to do this before you paint it. And you want to get enough glue on there where it really does adhere. And just kind of put one in each little corner and then down at the tip of the heart. And then I'm going to go ahead and flip it over just to make sure it's level and let it dry. That dries, I'm going to come in and I'm going to paint the entire bottom and the legs all with that same white chalk paint. And I'm using this paintbrush right here. This really does get it smoothed out good. And then I did put another coat on the top part just to make sure it was as smooth as the bottom. And I'll give you the link for this paintbrush. I got it on Amazon. It's a great tool. Okay, next I got this little heart at Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to paint it with some gray chalk paint. So I'm using some of that same gray paint and a chip brush, and I'm going to get most of my paint off onto a paper towel first, and then I am going to distress my heart pretty good. I'm just trying to give it a little bit of an aged look, so just kind of brush across it, but try to get most of your paint off on your paper towel first. And I'm only going in one direction on here, so just go straight across until you have as much on there as you want, and then be sure and do your sides and the bottom as well. And then we'll come back in too here in a second and do the edges a little bit darker. But the more you brush it, the softer it'll get, and then just try to get the sides and the bottom kind of to match. And this doesn't really take a lot of paint to do this. The less paint that you have on there, the better it does look. And be sure and do your legs too, because you will be able to see those from the side. And then when you're doing the edges, just kind of brush them in a downward motion from the side all the way around. Okay, next I got these little plants from Amazon, and I'm just going to glue my gray heart right to the front. And I'll give you the link for these plants. You get 6 in a pack, and they really are pretty. And this is what I'm going to put on my riser. And then I'm also going to pair it with one of those hearts that I just made with the yarn. And that was pretty cute. Let me know what you think. Okay, all of these were pretty easy today. These can all be left up year-round because they are just a neutral palette. If you like these kind of videos, be sure and give me a like, subscribe, and ring that bell to be notified when I have a new video upload. Thank y'all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And if nobody's told you today, you're awesome. See you next time. Thanks for watching.